Hello everyone and welcome to the tour of New Lexico. So basically this is a new map that the devs have added into the game. It was made by Spee and Rosie. It is humongous. It is the biggest map in the game that has this much content. I feel like Mount Rosie is exactly the same size, but it is just more mountain range than lots of stuff to ride. This has literally got everything to ride. What I'm showing you here is this sort of you know, the Red Bull lines where they go through like the villages and whatever. It's kind of like one of those things where it's all like a set out path that you can take, which is pretty cool. This is literally a humongous map. At the time of recording, which is November the 5th, this isn't out for console people at the time. It's bound to come at some point. I'm not entirely sure when. I don't get told, so I wouldn't know when this gets released. Which when this gets released for console people, you also will have all of the new bikes too. That includes the downhill bike with the downhill physics, the enduro bike, which is the normal basic bike, and then the hardtail, which is like, I don't know, what you could call the tricks bike, which is what I'm riding here. This is a very fun map. It has got so much to do, genuinely. It took me quite a while to find all sort of key locations. There is a few hidden trails everywhere. There's hidden bike parks, there's this big hidden half pipe thingy. This is the way to get to the more, what I thought Descenders was going to be like when it released. You know, where you go to a bike park and they have these sort of technical trails, or, you know, the ones that aren't just a jump line. Basically it's one of those. I don't know what you would call them. I don't ride mountain bikes, so I wouldn't know. But this is just a really nice little place that's got three trails attached to it. It has a technical line, which is a black diamond, and then we've also got a blue trail, and we also have a absolutely humongous 2 jump line. It's literally 2 jumps, but they're big jumps, so all the people that love Skate 3 will enjoy those, because, you know, those guys love big jumps. This is a really good trail system. I really enjoy it. These are really fun to ride. It's actually really nice to ride on the downhill bike with its new improved suspension and handling. It actually feels really good and flowy, and it feels like how it should ride. And I can't really fault this track. It is really good. There isn't much I can say there is wrong with it whatsoever. This whole map, I can't really say there's anything wrong with it at all. Some of the jumps, especially on the Red Bull one, this second jump that you take, the curb drops down before the ramp, so you sort of just like head on go into the ramp, and it's not the smoothest of transitions, and it can cause you to mess up the jump a few times. And this did take me a while to film because there is a lot of content. I was originally going to ride everything, but then you wouldn't want a video that's over an hour long reviewing all of the individual trails. This is just an excellent map. I heard that Spee did quite a lot. There is and well, Rosie worked on it too. There is an Easter egg in this map, which is pretty cool. If you know where it is, you know where it is. This is a huge map. There is a cathedral thing that isn't in the video that has a sort of plaza at the back. That's the only place where I say it kind of didn't go to plan, because the flow is completely off. There is like 0 flow to that park. It's not too fun to ride at all. For some reason there's just stairs around every edge of the park, instead of it being banks, which would make way more sense because it would just improve the flow of the park. They're stair sets, which just means you barely can ride them. They're super slow to go up, they're super slow to go down, and they're not super fun. The features are pretty cool, they're just not laid out in the best of ways. Honestly, I do want to see more skate parks, because the skate parks in this game are pretty fun, and they're actually really good to ride, and I really enjoy them, and I would like more of them. There is also some sort of like lake obstacle course, which is pretty cool. It's near this skate park and the dirt jump park that's in this, so there is another dirt jump park. It's pretty fun. It's very compact, and it features 4 different pieces of dirt jumping to do. It is pretty fun. They're kind of tough to learn, but once you got them, they're pretty fun, and they're really easy to go through, because you just got to get that technique, and once you figure out all the jumps, it's not too bad at all. So here is this massive jump line that consists of literally 2 jumps. I struggled with it a lot because I don't know why. They're just 2 huge jumps, and I just go off to the side, but I land in this little thing that saves me. Don't know why that worked, but it did. and yeah, I'm kind of thankful for that because it let me get this clip. This is this huge, massive, like, sewer pipe thing, or storm drain you want to call it, I don't really know. It's pretty good. I did shorten the clip a bit because I did go through it for quite a while, and I just want to keep this video shorter than over 10 minutes just because it's not really a point to doing that. It's pretty cool. I didn't even know it was here until I did the massive jump line and I saw something off in the distance that looked weird. This is the little Easter egg. If you know where it is, don't wake Rosie because he'll come and beat you up. There you go. There is hidden trails in there, and it's like this one that I'm not riding in this clip. It is pretty huge. It's pretty fun. I've ridden it on stream. We were just exploring together and I found a few little trails which are pretty cool. This one's really nice. It reminds me of one that I've been to one time before, with the little sharp berms at each end. It's pretty good. It just sort of ends off of a wooden ramp into the road. This is another bike park that's here. It's pretty cool. It has a set of 3 trails and they're all sort of similar. One of them is actually really fun to ride, which is the one that's closest to the camera. I think it's called the more difficult line out of the ones that are there. This is just pretty cool that there's several different just trail areas and different stuff to ride, rather than it just being like, oh, here's a favela city or whatever, go just have a few things, where they've just put quite a lot of effort into this, like really good amounts of effort, and packed it full of content for everyone to just enjoy. I don't know how much of this will be removed for the Xbox version of the game, because obviously if you look at Stoker there's way less trees than there are on PC, so I don't know what they'll have to cut down on. Probably just trees in this area. You might not have any at all, but this is the dirt jump park. It's pretty good. There's 4 sets of trails that you can ride and they're all different in each own way. You have like a switchback that's made out of dirt, you've got a few jumps that go over rocks, you've got bits of wood and whatnot to ride. It's pretty cool. I can't really fault this. It took me a while to find because it's just like in the middle of nowhere, but it's really enjoyable and it's actually something different that you don't really see a lot of. It is just a dirt jump place in the middle of a full-on area, which is just like a nice bit of content to slap in. There isn't really much to it. It is just 4 lines, but other than that it's just jumps. Just jumps as it's meant to be for a dirt jump park. You can get quite a lot of tricks off. I would just say stick to like bar spins and tail whips and whatever over it. This bowl here is next to a house which you can jump over. It's okay. It's kind of steep. It's a very deep bowl, which kind of kills the flow sometimes, but it's an okay bowl. I don't see many people riding this, and I don't think there will be many people riding this when this releases on Xbox. This skate park is pretty fun. I wish there was more of these around. It's got a lot of flow to it. You can just go back and forth, and that's really what I like. It's super fun to ride. You've got gaps over channels, you've got a roller, you have box jump in the middle. A really nice box jump line like in a skate park would be cool for the dirt jumpers to ride. I don't know if that will ever be added, but this is still really fun. It's just a small little skate park in the middle of the city that you can ride. It's nothing too serious, but it's still pretty good. I can't fault with this one. This is a very tough something section. I don't know what you would call this IRL. It's a something. It's really challenging, but it's still really fun. It's got some skinnies and stuff in it very skinny. They are literally the tire width, and that's it. They're really fun to ride. It is a challenge. Sorry about that. It is a challenge, and it is just something new to ride if you want to ride it. It's rather difficult. I literally have not made it to the finish. I fall off at the end here, but yeah, I kind of haven't finished it, because when you get off of the skinny bit you go into this really sharp turn, which is kind of hard to get onto. But yeah, it is overall just an excellent bike park. I hope you enjoyed this video, and this has just been my review of it. I think it's an excellent bike park. Everyone should go ride it, and I'll see you a lot later. Thank you very much. I'll stream sometime soon. I'll see you a lot later. Goodbye.